Onwards! The scene of the crime or meeting our defendant? Well, since it's come up first, the scene of the crime it is. Is this Strand Street or Briar Road? What's going on here? So this is where it happened. Briar Road. Look, Mr. Naruhodo! What now? Look at that regulation metal helmet. It's unmistakable. The men of Scotland Yard are here. They're investigating as we speak. That is their job, you know. Oh, Mr. Naruhodo! To see with my own eyes! They're often depicted in the adventures of Sherlock Holmes, but I never dreamed I'd come this close. It's a real Bobby's helmet! What? The helmet? That's... Of course! I have to try one from one day. Well, we'd love to see that. Well, I hope your Hattie dream comes true. I don't see Inspector Gregson anywhere. Shall we see if we can sneak past and investigate the scene of the stabbing? Why should we sneak? I don't want to upset one of those bobbies and be butted on the head by one of those metal helmets. The skull would crack in two, I'm sure. Oh no, an English bobby would never do such a thing. It's a land of gentlemen, you know. Well, anyway, let's just investigate right in front of us, shall we? What's this carriage? That's a Scotland Yard carriage! They use vehicles like that to rush to crime scenes and cart away criminals. You're very well informed, aren't you? It's long been a dream of mine to ride in one of those through the streets of London. Just pick up a stone and throw it through one of the windows then. That would mean being arrested in order to ride it. Wouldn't it? Still, if it's the only way, help me find a good stone. No, I wasn't serious. Come on now. Oi, he's the cute snowman. Hello. Delightful snowman. I didn't realise that English has a tradition of making snowmen as well. Looks a bit creepy though. Oh, he has a scarf, look! You'd need one if you were out in this freezing cold all the time. I wish I had one. I'm afraid our budget is somewhat frozen at the moment too. I certainly can't afford a scarf. Surely the snowman here wouldn't miss his. The person who made the snowman certainly would. Yes, I know, you're right. Anyway, even if I borrowed it, it wouldn't do too much to warm my neck, would it? It's covered in snow. Shake it off. This patch of pavement must be where the incident occurred. Yes. It's very wide open space, isn't it? It's true. I can't see anywhere an attacker could have been hiding. Oi, what are you foreigners doing here? We just investigating the scene, officer. Conspiring with that mustache fella from Japan, are ya? Conspiring What? Come here to destroy evidence, have you? I don't see anything. Get out of here, boy. I'll give you an hiding. Go on. He shooed us away like rats. Yes, we should give him a wide berth, I think. What a disappointing experience. Sheesh. Good heavens. What's with the broken, the bendy wheel? Is it right? A British bicycle, look! Although the wheel was so misshapen, I'm sure it couldn't possibly be ridden anymore. Someone must have been doing some breakneck cycling. It seems bicycles have become extremely popular in London recently. There's even a movement to change women's dress to allow them to ride as well. Yeah, we'd love to see that. The bicycle fad wouldn't last. I don't see why anyone would want to ride something like that. Goodness, do you dislike bicycles? No, not at all. I mean, it's not like I dislike them exactly. It's just that any occupation that involves taking both your feet off firm ground seems reckless. You never try walking on stilts and fall into a river. I know you'd agree with me. We'll have to hire a bicycle sometime. You can sit behind me while I ride you around. Again, we would love to see it! I don't see anything that we can investigate. What are you on about? What? Okay. It's a rather typical old brick building, isn't it? I'm sure it has a long and interesting history. Well, time certainly seems to have taken its toll on the place. Crooked and sagging all over. In fact, it looks in decidedly worse shape than the other houses around here. We must find some cheap lodgings ourselves as soon as possible. Yes, you're right. Cheap, but ideally with reasonable level floors. Don't like heights, do you? Hey, it's got no windows. It's all bricked up. What's going on here? Well, I don't see anything else that's glaring. I suppose. Have we? Should we talk to the officer again? Oh yeah, hello Governor. That's one of the officers from Scotland Yard. The police are making sure the crime scene is undisturbed. I have a feeling that if we wander too close, we'll be clapped in irons. I think perhaps you're being a little overcautious. I've done nothing wrong, so we have no cause. Did you not hear the other guy yelling at me? I'm not getting caught out again. Twice is enough. Twice I found myself in handcuffs despite not knowing anything about what's going on. Yes, I've had some dreadful experiences. You were no help. No offense, love. I'm sure it's a wide-eyed look of panic you're so prone to. It does you no favours at all. Ah! Seriously, I don't see anything more we can do, if I'm gonna be honest. Oh, shite. You sure, love? Oh, you know what? Whatever, we can come back later, okay? I really don't see anything. Let's meet our client, shall we? Or our potential client. So these are British prison cells. Oh, they're ghastly. It feels just like a dungeon. Yes, having experienced it in Japan myself, I can assure you that our wooden cells feel a lot cozier than these cold stone walls. Mr. Naruhodo, you're making it worse. Yeah, well, can't imagine prisons ideal anywhere. Apparently, our client is in this cell here. It's so dark at the back there, I can't make him out. I wonder what he's like. Inmate 53, your legal representative is here to see you. Stop hiding at the back of the cell and show your face at once. Am I a cat just with no name? Calling me by a number is utterly, unbelievably, and justly unreasonable. I refuse to answer. So Naruhodo, what? What do you think is going on here? I have no idea, but I wasn't just hearing things, was I? That tirade of complaints was in Japanese. Excuse me. Shh! Quiet! You're right, sir. They're all around, hiding. I know they are. They're watching, listening. Even now, I can sense it. Right, so, could I... There you are! You've got to curse me, haven't you? Don't try to hide it. You're a ghost! A ghost, sir? We mean you no harm, prisoner-san. Are you Japanese by any chance? This is beyond my wildest dreams! You've been through a lot, have you? Forgive me for the outburst before. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's fine. We were just a little surprised, that's all. Imagine it! It's been 12 long months since I've left my hotel, and here I am, in a frightful fix in a foreign land! So hearing the sweet, sentimental tones of a compatriot's voice here in this damn dark hellhole was most monumentally moving moment! I would have guessed that this new client Lord Strongheart assigned to us turned out to be a fellow Japanese. Yeah, well, I think that dude's earlier said something about that too, so suppose that's right. Compassion my fellow countrymen show to dispatch a first-class lawyer all the way from Japan to defend a mere foreign student. Noble, notary, never-failing Nippon! A first-class lawyer? A first-class lawyer? Oh dear, I think there's been something of a misunderstanding here. Oh nonsense, Yunosuke. Give yourself some credit, mate. I wonder, would you be so kind as to tell us what's happened? Why you've been detained as a suspect, for example. Yes, I can. I will. Shan't stay sullen and silent. I'm not quite sure I understand what he means, but he seems happy. Yes, he does. I just hope he actually has a good reason to be. Thank you for your cooperation. I am a lawyer, as you said. My name is Yunosuke Naruhodo. I am Naruhodo's judicial assistant, Susato Mikotoba. I am a visiting student sent here by our government. notably notorious name Natsume. Souseki Natsume. Hello, Mr. Natsume. Souseki Natsume. Souseki Natsume-san. What an unusual name. Call me Souseki, please. I'm a poet, you see. A writer of haiku. Something of a nom de plume. Nom de plume? You mean an alias? Huh. That's right, Naruhodo-san. No! Don't be so prosaic! It's much more refined than that! Haiku, that really reminds me of home. Did I hear that you were a visiting student sent over here by the government? Yes, that's right. A year ago I was told to go and study English. First I had to suffer that misery, and now this! It's beyond the pale! Suffer that misery? Did you not want to study here? No! I've had an interest in Great Britain for some years, of course. Oh. But! Just because the government tells you to do something doesn't mean you can do it. No! What do you mean? They told me to study English literature. That I could have understood. That's my field. But no, they told me to study the English language. Utterly, unbelievably, unjustly unreasonable. I see. I think the other day I was told to send a report about my first year here. I tendered a blank piece of paper. Wise words on white, was it? You must be a man of great standing. Oh yes! So I'm often told. I often like to be told, it seems. The case. Could you perhaps tell us exactly why you've been arrested, Souseki-san? I didn't do it! I didn't commit that atrocious murder! Murder? Oh, no, it's alright. The woman didn't actually die, did she? But she was stabbed with a knife right before my eyes! Before your eyes? You mean you saw the attacker? I didn't see anyone. Wow! If I'd seen the person who'd do it, do you think I'd be locked up in here? Dear, it seems this case has become rather complicated. Why me? Why me? Why did that silly woman have to be stabbed in front of me? The curse of London. It's incredibly, inexcusably, irritatingly inconvenient. So Souseki-san was here there at the scene, but he didn't see the attacker. Oh. Maybe it really was a ghost. It's vital that we find out more about the case. If he cares to indulge us. It was an accursed evening, just after snow had started to clear and heavy with fog. I'd been to the bookshop to buy some books, and I was on my way back to my accursed lodgings. Accursed lodgings? Sure the bookshop wasn't accursed too. Why is everything cursed? We got the Reaper, the Bailey. Oh gosh. As I was walking along that accursed pavement, I make out the sole silhouette of another ahead of me. A woman wearing a green overcoat she was. Just as I went to overtake her, she suddenly let out a little scream and collapsed onto the cold hard slabs of stone at my feet. How terrible! and called out to the woman. She didn't move. It was like a ghostly, ghoulish, grim graveyard. Slight exaggeration there, perhaps. Surely. I was terrified. I had to get away from there. So I ran as fast as my legs would carry me back to my cursed lodgings. That's not good. Say it was shameful, I know, to run away with like that. Tell me, Soseki-san, was the victim an acquaintance of yours? Don't be ridiculous! Do you think I know any of these fair English? And a young woman at that! I'm diffident, shy, timid, and unsure! I can't talk to people! I see. A young woman unknown to Soseki-san. And at the time it happened, who else did you see? Did anybody pass you? Regrettably, apart from myself and the woman, I didn't see a soul. No one? Oh, great. So the victim was unknown to you, and there was nobody else on the street at the time. That creates something of a conundrum, doesn't it? What conundrum? The conundrum! What do you mean, Susato-san? What's the conundrum? What Soseki-san has told us is true. It's something I can't explain. He says that he didn't know the victim, and there was no one else at the scene of the crime. And he apparently fled without having been seen. How did he get arrested? Who arrested him? I did! But if that's the case, surely this man has to be the culprit. You! What did you just say? Nothing. I didn't say anything. Perhaps I thought that a little too loudly. My bad. Actually, that's not what's troubling me. Oh. What I was thinking was, how did Soseki-san actually come to be arrested? Oh, that's right, yeah. Sorry? He didn't touch the victim, and there was nobody at the scene to see him. So how did the police ever discover that he was there in the first place? She's right. It was him. A cursed great detective. He led the police to me. Of all the bad luck. Cursed great detective. Could it be? I shall never forget that man's name as long as I live. With his haughty laugh and his self-proclaimed greatness. Brash, big-headed busybody, be gone! May you be cursed until the end of your days, Sherlock Holmes! I knew it! Not him again! Mr. Sholmes! Still around, is he? Oh, I didn't expect to hear that name from this man's lips, that's for sure. It was the morning after that nightmare had unfolded on the pavements before me. I was gnawing on a sliver of hard cheese when some men suddenly burst in through the door. They started shouting at me. This is the police, put the weapon down. Yes, it was a thin sliver, and yes, it was hard, but I wasn't eating a weapon. Disgusting, dietary discrimination devils! You clearly had a trying morning yesterday. And there he was, in the middle of all the policemen, grinning like a Cheshire cat! That's Sherlock Sholmes! It's actually just Sherlock Sholmes. He's English. I've since found out he's a famous name in detection here in London. Yes, the great detective is really very well known. His overly sharp mind managed to deduce my whereabouts, apparently. He thinks I'm the knife-wielding madman! Me, this weak-stooped kitten of a man! I wonder what great deduction process led him to this conclusion. Do you mean to say Mr. Sholmes' deduction was the only reason the police arrested you? That would be really most unreasonable. Well, the thing is, I was thrown into a panic when they barged their way in. Of course you were. It's only natural. I was terrified and trembling. They kept throwing question after question at me in impossible English. Fiendish foreign thievery! Well, we are in England. You can't really blame them for questioning you in English, sir. Good point. But my mind went blank. I knew I had to answer, but I didn't know what to say. So I just kept repeating things like, yes I do, and I'm fine. The next thing I knew, I was in manacles. Before I knew it, I was thrown in here. Dear, I'm afraid that's hardly surprising. I'm fine. It's not fine now. Sorry about that, mate, sir. Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. You could just call me Naruhodo. While we're speaking English, simple Mister is more than enough. So, oh yes, right, yes. They really got to me. This country is poisoning my mind. But please, I beg you to defend me in court tomorrow. I can tell them what really happened. You do it, won't you? Why? Why is it so hard to say yes to me? Well, the thing is, I'm just a student like yourself on a study tour. A student? I've defended a case in the Old Bailey. Only the one though. But at this moment in time, I really don't know what I'm supposed to believe in. I'm confused about what justice in this country even means. Naruhodo-san. I'm not even the foreign student who was supposed to be here. I'm sort of locum lawyer, I suppose. That open is the mark of defense lawyer from our great empire. It's a keepsake from the man who should have been here. He was my best friend. A keepsake? I know exactly what they're saying about me. Who do you mean? Lawyers, all the British defence lawyers. They won't defend me. Why? Why do you say that? For the same reason as you noted before, when it happened. There was only the victim and myself around. I ran away from the scene of the crime. I'm not a fool. I know it looks as though I must be the culprit. It must be very hard for you, Soseki-san. And anyway, I'm a student from overseas. Just a foreign nobody to them. Someone not to be trusted. I heard them openly laughing about me before, in my earshot, without any compunction at all. Any trial for this man would be a waste of time, they said. And of course the foreigner did it. He even had the gall to say, the man doesn't understand half of what's being said anyway. That's awful! They're wrong! I've studied more English than half of the policemen out there on the streets. I've travelled halfway around the world to learn about these people's country and its great history. But no one here wants to listen to a man with a strange accent. He'll hate me. So, at the very least, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who can listen to me in my native tongue. You could do it, couldn't you? Oh, when I look into your eyes, I can see it. I can see what you've been through. Soseki-san, it's just that... Give me a little time, please. I'll do what I can for the time being. What do you mean? We shall investigate the case as thoroughly as possible. If we can find some clues, it'll give us a much better chance, I'm sure. Oh, yes, thank you. I'll be here, all alone, waiting for you, Locust-Shin and Mr. Naruhodo Esquire! We should be going then, Naruhodo-san. We have a case to prepare for. Indeed.